Well, 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 who could have seen this coming? We thought that this story about the Mandalorian and Grogu, that movie being made, was all about putting some positive PR back on Star Wars with all the negativity surrounding the Rey movie and what the director of the film, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, had said about must get a female voice in a galaxy far, far away. We thought, hey, maybe this news about Mandalorian and Grogu was just to put a little positive PR spin on Star Wars, but it looks like there may be something else going on. Now this, according to a new report from a website called World of Real. Now I'm reading this from Bespin Bulletin. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this because I've never heard of World of Real before, but I do read Bespin Bulletin quite often, and when I saw that they actually posted this and they talked about it, I kind of am going to give this a little bit of weight. Not a whole bunch of weight, but I am going to give it a little bit of weight. They're saying, according to a new report from World of Real, an outlet that Bespin Bulletin has followed for a long time, the Daisy Ridley flick has suffered an indefinite delay. Now, they say that World of Real isn't exactly known for breaking stories of the blockbuster franchises such as Star Wars and Marvel, so many people may not know of World of Real. But they say Bespin Bulletin says that they've followed it for them for quite some time. Now, what would be the reasoning for this? Well, they are reporting that the reason for this is there's some issues that are plaguing the film. It seems that Stephen Knight has reportedly submitted a draft for the film, a script to Lucasfilm that, well, they just don't like it. Lucasfilm doesn't like it. And there's some creative differences going on there. The famous creative differences that we hear all the time when it comes to films and when writers or directors leave. And it may be causing such turmoil between Knight and Lucasfilm that Knight might be leaving. And if that's the case, if Knight happens to leave, that leaves him without a writer, which means they'll need to go back to the drawing board and get a new writer and start from scratch again. And if that's what happens, there's a good possibility this thing just keeps getting delayed more and more and more. Now, remember, the Rey movie, this film was supposed to be the first movie back out, the big one that's since 2019. This was going to be the first movie out since 2019. But, there was a big surprise. Just the other day, The Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be the first movie. There's some, maybe some truth to this here. When you start to think about it, you start to understand maybe there's something going on here. Maybe Knight doesn't want to go down that rabbit hole of this feminist movement that Chinoy wants to go on. Maybe it's that Knight doesn't like the ideas of what the director wants to do. Maybe Lucasfilm and the director want to take it in a completely different direction than what Knight originally pitched. And if that's the case, well then why do you even let him write a draft? Look, we know that there's so many issues right now with Lucasfilm. This isn't the first, and this won't be the last time, especially with Kathleen Kennedy heading the studio. It seems like we hear about a project, we hear something's greenlit, and then all of a sudden, there's creative differences, the project is dead. It keeps happening, and it's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. It really is. Now, this one, I'm okay with dying. If it happens to die, it is what it is, because I don't think this is a film that we need, especially not right now. With all the controversy surrounding it, with the director controversy, with how poorly received the sequels were, you don't go back to that well until you fix the issues that are going on with Star Wars. And this was just not the right call right now. So I guess, delaying it indefinitely, canceling it, whatever you want to call it, is probably the right move. Now, this was supposed to begin filming this summer. So if maybe they have another writer already and it gets done and they still start filming this summer. Maybe, maybe not. I think it's going to be interesting. If filming doesn't start this year on this movie, I think we have to go back and take a look at this reports and look at this, what we can currently see as a rumor, and say, look, they were right. There's something else going on. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Again, this site called World of Real. Have you heard of them before? I've not. But I like Bestman Bulletin. I like what they report on. I know they're pretty, they're pretty accurate. They like to make sure they talk about the right things when it comes to Star Wars. So let me know what you think about this whole story. Do you think it's canceled? Like I said, I hope it is, because I don't think it's what we need right now. I think it's a bad move on Lucasfilm to go this direction regardless. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. With all that said, everyone, I'll catch you all later.